Hello, very warm welcome. Brazilian qualifying done. Lewis Hamilton on pole, but will he keep the pole? I've got to be honest. He's not going to keep pole. He deserves a penalty. I can't. I can't be two-faced. Go back to Baku. Brendan Hartley nearly caused an aeroplane crash with Gasly. Hamilton's done the same with Sirotkin. He deserves a penalty. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan. Sirotkin was on an outlap, but it was dangerous driving. Hamilton, he went this way, Sirotkin had to go on the grass. He's going to get a penalty. And if he doesn't get a penalty, it's once again inconsistent stewarding. Hamilton's on pole, Vettel's second. Vettel, he had an incident on the weighbridge. They called him to the weighbridge and he sped off the weighbridge and broke the weighbridge. So he's going to get a penalty for that. So Bottas could actually be on pole. Before we get into it, 5 place grid penalties for Ricciardo and Ocon. Slam dunk penalty for the Haas. I don't know which Haas it was, but one of the Haases blocked Bottas. We're going to have penalties galore. Ocon, Vettel, Hamilton, Ricciardo, one of the Haases. Kevin Magnussen, P5. Sirotkin does a mega job. Gets into Q2. And Stoffel Van Dorn last again. Embarrassing. Into Q2, Hamilton nearly causes an aeroplane crash. What's he doing? Honestly. Yeah, I was shocked. But I can't be two-faced. If I'm going to say Hartley deserves a penalty, I've got to go in on a bit of a rant at Hamilton. He's the world champion, driving like an amateur, really. Sirotkin, he was on an outlap. He wasn't on a quick lap, but still. It was needless, it was silly, especially when Sirotkin's in the Williams. And Hamilton's got the advantage over him. And then they both went side by side and ruined each other's lap the next lap. Leclerc takes a huge risk. We're sprinkling with a bit of rain, the track's damp, he takes a massive risk. He's P11, gets to P8. Ferraris, they go on a different strategy. They're starting the race on soft tyres, so that could be interesting. Into Q3. Well, it was Q2, but Vettel broke the weighbridge. He was called in, it was changeable conditions, Ferrari had to get out there. Vettel's waving his hands, he knocked the cone over. You meant to turn off your engine, he kept his engine on, drove off the weighbridge, and apparently he broke the weighbridge. So there's a good chance Vettel could be starting last. Another critical error by the German. And what does that say? Again, I can't read my own writing. Hamilton fastest in Q1, like run 1, and then he gets pole, but will he be able to keep it? We don't know. So, Brazil qualifying, Hamilton on pole, Hamilton and Vettel facing penalties, Ericsson sensational, and Sergei Sirotkin impressive. So, first, Hamilton, will he get to keep it? For me, not. Nearly caused an aeroplane crash, he deserves to be punished. I'm a Hamilton fan, but I've got to be consistent. I can't say Hartley deserves a penalty and not say Hamilton does just because I support him. He deserves a penalty. Vettel, he's going to get a penalty, 100%. If he's broke the weighbridge, he's going to get a penalty. It's just inevitable. So Bottas is P3, could be promoted to first tomorrow, so it's all random. But I'll do the grid as it is now. Could the ball change tomorrow? Raikkonen, P4. Max once again outshines his Australian teammate, outqualifies him, P5. They're so slow down the straight, 11 miles an hour slow. Ricciardo, 6, will drop back 5 places. Marcus Ericsson, best of the rest. Now I haven't said that very much. Huge critic of his, yes I am. Is he good enough? No, he's not, but this has been his best season in F1, and yet he's going to IndyCar next year. Unbelievable by Marcus Ericsson. I'm a critic of his, but best of the rest, outqualifies his sensational teammate. Leclerc, P8, mega job in Q2, taking that massive risk. Grosjean, 9th. Gasly batters Hartley once again in 10th. Magnussen, he was the one that got caught out. Magnussen was through, Leclerc took a risk, Leclerc went quicker, Magnussen gets knocked out, so Magnussen's 11th. Force India boys 12th and 13th, Perez and Ocon. Hulkenberg 14th. Big crash in practice 2, but he outqualifies Sainz. Sirotkin deserves a mention, may even get in the title. A worldy qualifying. Yes, it's only 15th, but as bad as Williams has been, to get 15th in the Williams is superb. Sainz, 16th, horror show. Brendan Hartley, surely he must have lost his seat. He is simply not good enough. I aren't listening to all these excuses. You're just not good enough. It's his birthday today. Many happy returns. I believe he's lost his seat to Albon. And Kvyat will be in. 18th, the double world champion Alonso. Last Brazilian Grand Prix. Starts 18th. Wow, wow, wow. Stroll 19th. And Stoffel Van Dorn last. So, Ricciardo gets 6, so he's going to drop back to 11th. Ocon got 13th, he's going to drop back to 18th. The grid's going to be all mumbo-jumbo tomorrow. But, as it stands at the minute, Lewis Hamilton on pole, the world champion, on pole with his Senna tribute helmet. Looks great. I always loved them colours of the Senna helmet. But yeah, Bottas could be on pole tomorrow. Very confusing qualifying. My opinion, Hamilton deserves a penalty. So let's see what the comments say. I'm a Hamilton fan and I'm saying he deserves a penalty. World champion, 5-time world champion, all-time pole holder. It was suicidal driving, to be honest. And Vettel, if again Vettel gets a penalty, well, it's just another mistake to add to the collection this season, isn't it, really? I mean, driving off the weighbridge and breaking the weighbridge. This is what Maldonado would do, or someone like this. And we're talking about a 4-time world champion here. So there we have it, qualifying done. Join me for race reaction, driver ratings. Brazilian qualifying done. Hamilton on pole. Or will he be? Valtteri Bottas could be starting P1. May finally win a race, because the constructors is still up for grabs. So see you tomorrow.